On August 13th, 2004, we had a major hurricane hit the southwest coast of Florida. Hurricane Charley moved into Port Charlotte and Charlotte Harbor with winds of 145 miles per hour with gusts of 170 miles per hour. At Hurricane City and the Weather Audio Broadcast Network, we have a show when hurricane warnings are up, and the show is called Hurricane Warning. During this broadcast, all of our observers in the affected areas had their communications completely knocked out, so we had no interviews from people as the hurricane was coming in. However, as the hurricane moved off to the north-northeast towards Orlando, we were able to catch up with an observer at Disney World at the time, and he describes the action as this Category 1 hurricane was hitting Disney World.
On outside the window there without getting in danger there.
The rain's blowing sideways, and there goes another big gust of wind. These palm trees are really starting to bend a little bit on the top. The small oak trees are bending. It's really strong. If I walked around the corner like, whoa, hold on. Wow, that's strong.
Yeah, be careful out there.
And I'm pretty protected here. Whoa. Well, I'm getting blowed.
Wow. Now, you have, I'm looking at the radar, the banding is a little bit weaker now than it was when you first called, so maybe it's not as, maybe you felt the worst of it so far, I don't know. I hope so. I don't want to feel any more than this, because I'll have to go inside and stay. You still have power?
I still have power. I think Disney's got their own generators, I think.
Huh. That's interesting.
I see the lamp lights outside, and they're still all lit. All the hotel lights are lit. They did flicker earlier in the evening. I want to say about 2 hours ago, but they popped right back on. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So it's getting worse then. It's not getting better?
It's not getting better. It's getting worse.
Okay, yeah, that central area of the storm right now, that eye wall is moving right into your area now, so you're going to get the worst of it for the next 30 minutes or so.
You were exactly correct when I called and talked to you about 30 minutes ago that it was going to get bad in 30 minutes, and it's pretty bad right now. I would not walk out in it at all.
Now, you said there were people walking around before. Are they still walking around? No more.
No, not anymore. They can't walk out in there. They'll get knocked down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's flowing pretty good.
What you're looking at right now, kind of describe what you're looking at. Are there any things that could break? Is there anything that looks like it's about to give way?
Yeah, a lot of tree branches, but like I said before, they're the palm trees and the oak trees that stand about 60 feet high, but they're bending pretty good. And every so often you see a branch go. They're about, whoa, what is that? Hold on, that looks like a little twist. Whoa. Hold on. No. It was a swirl. It looked like there was a little twister, but it wasn't.
Oh.
The wind is swirling pretty good around here right now.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised to see a tornado pop out of there in that feeder band that you're under.
Yeah.
How are you?
I know that if a tornado came, I would hear something like the roar of a train. So,
right.
Didn't hear it, but it was swirling. That gust was, I would say, about 90.
Wow. Okay, here's a close-up map of Orlando people are looking at on the screen. I'm going to have to zoom out of this map here. Okay. There's our counties. Yeah, you're right near Osceola County. Actually, it's in Osceola County. Kissimmee is. And Orlando is in Orange County. Well, you're right at the border of Orange County and Kissimmee, and that's right where the center is right now. So,
well, I know if the center came over me right now, it would be calm, but it's far from calm. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right in that right quadrant of the feeder band, right wrapping around the eye.
Hold on a second. How fast you think? I'm talking to 2 other guys. 90? Yeah, they think it's about 90-mile-an-hour winds also.
Okay, yeah, you're in that you're in the southeast quadrant of this thing, it looks like.
Right.
Based on the map here, your feeder bands are coming in from the south, and they're wrapping around the eye, and the eye is just to your west. is what it looks like.
The eyes to my west?
Just to your west.
Okay.
There's not going to be an eye because it's closed off right now, so you're not going to get any calm winds or anything like that. It's all closed off, so it's just going to be wind.
I got told by a guy that passed by that there's a small tree down in the lamppost over now.
Any other structural damage that you can spot?
Let me walk to the other, because I'm looking out on the safe side. I'm going to walk to the other side where the wind is really blowing. Well,
be careful. Don't risk your safety for this.
I'll be all right. Oh yeah, where I am right now, it's blowing pretty good. Oh yeah. Where'd that tree go down, did he? Oh yeah, I see the tree. It looks like about a 20-foot tree, and I see the lantern down. Whoa, I gotta get...
Have you noticed any windows that have broken or any kind of structural damage?
No, nothing on any of the buildings. I'm in only one. There's many here, but I would imagine Disney put these buildings together to withstand a hurricane.
Yeah.
But the wind's blowing pretty good, and I do see one tree down, one lantern down. One of those light bulbs that stand about 12 feet in the air.
Right, northwestern Osceola County.
Now the wind's blowing. Oh, that's about 9,500 mile an hour gust.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good. Wow. There goes another light bulb. Another light bulb down.
So what are you all like standing under an overhang or something?
Yeah, we're on the second floor balcony of the Caribbean beach.
How many people are watching this?
Well, I've got a gentleman and his two little girls, and then another couple and the guy that's filming.
Well, it's going to be an experience to talk about, that's for sure, especially when you go around.
Yes, it sure is.
Does anybody seem to be scared, or are they kind of just taking it in stride?
Both of them are taking it in stride. The only people that were really scared were the girls that are in the room next to me. And they're still scared. That was another gust that was about 95.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a strong gust.
I'm amazed you still have power there. That's what's really amazing to me.
I'm surprised we still have power, but I think Disney has their own power. Yeah, Disney has their own power. They've got their own generators.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're gonna lose power. And it's all underground from what somebody just said. It's flowing from the same direction. Whoa, there's another. Whoa. Oh, that was the biggest one.
That was the biggest one.
Another tree went down. Somebody's walking out in it.
No. Let me know what happens to him.
There's a guy walking out in it.
Is he ducking down or is he walking straight up?
I'm sorry?
Is he walking upright?
No, he's on an angle. He's on an angle.
Is the wind pushing him around at all?
No, he's standing up pretty steady, but he was definitely on a slight angle.
Huh. Well, the new radar image just came in. This was as of, let me scroll up a little bit here. This was as of 8:44 p.m. This is 5 minutes old. It shows the feeder band is gaining strength again. The deeper reds are coming back to that feeder band. So
So we're still in for some more.
Yeah, that's probably why you're getting those high winds right now. It's regathering itself, that eye wall there. Wow. That is an intense-looking band coming in there.
Yeah, this is, I went through Hurricane Charley way back in 64.
65, right?
Hurricane Charley down in Louisiana.
Yep.
I didn't think the winds were this strong.
Yeah, that passed pretty far southwest of New Orleans, what Betsy did, so that's probably why you didn't get the winds like you're getting now. The big difference between a direct hit and a brush, and when you get it right on you, you really appreciate the winds for the power they have when it's right over you.
Well,
Hello?
I haven't been in anything like this. I have not. I can tell you what, if this hit my home back in Louisiana, my pine trees would be gone. I got big tall pine trees. But the last small storm that came through, a little tropical wave, it took one of my big pine trees out. My trees would not stand this.
What? So you're just basically seeing trees and light poles going down right now?
Yeah, well, I'm seeing small trees and those big lights, big lamps going down. And I'm just in one little area.
It's dark outside, obviously. It's dark outside, obviously, and are you seeing any power flashes or anything like that?
Hello?
No power? Are you getting any power flashes? I can hear you. Hello? Are you there?
Jim?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I'm hearing you fine. If you don't hear me, we can still hear you okay.
Okay. Yeah, there goes another gust.
Well,
that was about 85 mile an hour gust.
Oh, while you're watching the wind, I'm going to give you an update. The hurricane has caused quite a bit of damage in Port Charlotte. I don't know if you're aware of that, but it came in with 145 mile an hour winds, and a roof blew off an emergency shelter with 1,200 people inside. And there's there's a bunch of injuries, and emergency personnel haven't been able to get there yet, so they don't know if anybody got killed in there. There's 160 homes destroyed and another 160 damaged in and around Port Charlotte so far. A lot of trees down, a lot of telephone poles down.
Okay, now this past gust, this gust is over 100. This gust is over 100. This one's moving pretty good. Oh! Can you hear it? Uh-oh, there goes the light.
Yeah, and that's what it took, one big gust. And now you lost your power.
Well, the lights on the hotel are still fine, but all the lamp lights on the walkways, they're out.
Huh. Wow.
And I would venture to say this gust is more like 100.
Wow.
Incredible. This is incredible. As much as my son wanted to be a meteorologist and a weatherman, I know he doesn't want anybody hurt, but he would love to be here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's something that's why a lot of people go out and chase hurricanes, because it's exhilarating when you see that kind of thing. It's really...
You just don't realize how strong Mother Nature can be.
Yep.
Let me ask you something. How big a tidal surge did they have at Port Charles?
Well, I'm hearing Fort Myers, they had 7 feet, but I haven't heard anything about Port Charlotte. In fact, it's eerily silent from Port Charlotte right now. There's not a lot of information coming out of there.
It's not slacking down at all here.
Yeah, it's still bad. The radar
I would have thought by now it would start to slow down.
The radar image is back to, it's a little bit less intense now on the radar.
With me?
It's a little bit less intense than it was a few minutes ago.
You can still hear me?
I can still hear you. I can still hear you fine. Go ahead. Well, if you can't hear me, we can hear you fine, but I was just explaining that the radar image is a little bit less intense than it was about when you first called. Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you. Are you there? Are you there? He's having trouble hearing. His phone's probably cutting in and out. We can hear you fine.
I can't hear you anymore.
Okay, we can hear you, so hopefully you're going to keep talking, because we can hear you.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hello?
I think you're still there. I heard your voice.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
This is something, huh, ladies? I know.
All right, we have Fort Myers post office roof torn off at Fort Myers.
Concerned about the weather. They're out.
The following day after this disaster throughout the state of Florida, our observer in Disney World gave us an update and described the action as relatively exciting as the hurricane was passing over, but the damage was minimal. There were trees down, some light poles down, but overall the resort areas survived very well, and they opened the next day. Both Disney World, MGM, and the other parks in and around Disney World did open the day after Hurricane Charley visited.